I used to think that faith and fear could not coexist, often asking myself, God, do I still trust you, even if I have fear? How do I exercise my faith when in the word it says to have no fear? I think I can boldly say that we've all been in this position before. We've all been in this mindset and state of mind before. If you're new to my channel, my name is Tajan. I am a multi-faceted creative with aspirations of impacting the world around me. All right. So today I want to talk about the season of faith. The season of faith is a season that comes with many doubts, many uncertainty, many times to when you just feel like God isn't speaking to you, or you're not getting the answers that you need, or like you may not even be doing what you think is right, but things that you feel like you're supposed to be doing. In the year of 2025, I honestly battled mentally. I was in a safe job in corporate. I was in marketing, and I was very good at what I did. And I knew for a fact that I didn't really have to worry about my position because I delivered when it was time to deliver. And a lot of times I delivered before it was even time to deliver. So I was very, very comfortable in my position where I was. But at the same time, I kept pondering on the thought, is this where I'm really supposed to be? Am I supposed to be in this work environment? Am I supposed to be in this state? Am I supposed to be in this city? Am I even living in my purpose? I asked myself that every single day I walked into the office after a year. After a year working there, it was a fun place. It was a great place. I love all of my coworkers. But I just felt like there was a point where I just didn't feel like I was thriving in that place. And so I'm a big person of prayer. I definitely communicate with God as much as I possibly can. And man, I was like, yo, let me know what I'm supposed to be doing. Please let me know what I'm supposed to be doing, because I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. I don't know if I'm going down the right path. I mean, at this point, I was 26, turning 27, when this decision came into my life. At 27, I really just started thinking a little differently. And I'm still 27 right now, but I made a decision to leave my safe net. I made the decision to jump out the nest and fly. God, what talents and skills do I have and gifts that I have that can serve to a higher magnitude, a higher altitude? What does the horizon look like when I actually take the step, bet on myself, and trust in you in the process? What does that look like? I know that I have fear, but I also have crazy faith. There's been many times where God has proven himself to me. I'm like, why do I doubt you? I'm sure we all have had these moments. So we've known that God has done great things for us. And in the next season that we're looking forward to, we have fear. That hit me. But I want to talk about something, with the faith and the fear. So the other day, last Sunday, when I was at church, there was a very, very, very good message. And what the pastor had said was, he had mentioned a story. He mentioned a story about moving from a place to where everything was going good for him. He had a stable income. He had just got a promotion at his job. He was getting ready to buy his wife a house. He was like, oh, yeah, things are going great. And then all of a sudden, God told him it's time to move. And this resonated with me so well because I was like, yo, the same thing happened to me. He didn't know what was going to happen when he built and got this new church, but he believed that God was going to prepare him and that God was going to give him double for his faith. And I think sometimes in seasons, when we're in that period of having the doubt, but we know that God has taught us something, because we can't see it, it puts us in a chokehold. It puts us in a bind. And, you know, I experienced that. But now that I'm going through this season of faith and really just trusting God for the next step over my life, I know that something is about to happen drastically in a good way. And I just felt led to talk about this to whoever watches this video. If you're going through this situation, I hope that this could really speak to you in a special way. So, one thing that he mentioned was faith is believing the revelation before you see the manifestation. You have to be so delusional in your faith in the vision and believe in it so much and have the faith and trust in God that it's going to work out before you see it. That's how a lot of people in the Bible were. Joseph had dreams. He didn't know that his family was going to betray him and send him off to a land that he wasn't familiar with. But it all worked out in such a way to where Joseph, the dreamer, became a ruler. And he opened his family in with welcome arms, and the man was wealthier than he had ever imagined because God positioned him. Why? Because he was a man of faith. He was a man of faith. I mean, Job, this man went through trials, tribulations, lost his family. His friends betrayed him. Like, he went through a lot of things: illness, diseases, sickness. What did God do? God gave him double for his trouble, right? There are just many encounters. Abram, before he became Abraham, God promised him that God promised him that he was going to have a seed, an heir. And he was like, God, when are you going to give me this child? He had doubt. Everyone had doubt. Mhm. Although you could be the most faithful person ever, you're still going to have doubt, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think that just means that you're on the right track. If you're not questioning, if you're not questioning what's going on in your life and you're not having doubts, I don't know. But if you are questioning and having doubts, maybe you're doing something right. Maybe God is nudging you to start that business. Maybe God is nudging you to shift in your career. Maybe God is nudging you to start that nonprofit. I mean, maybe God is nudging you to move to another state because that new state, that new city might have opportunities that you may have never received if you didn't take that step to move. Sometimes we have to move out of our safety net and our comfort zone and have faith that it's all going to work out. Yes, it's scary. I'm a full testament of that. It is very scary because, you know, when you come from something that's so stable and then go to something that's not stable or not comfortable and you become uncomfortable, it gets wild, man. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. God got you. Okay, so I just really wanted to have this conversation because I feel as if there is a lot of people going through that during this time. Job security is no longer a thing, right? What our parents did before us and had pensions and 401ks and stuff like that, it may not look like that in the next 10 years. It may not look like that in the next 5 years, 20 years. We don't know. Um, but Will you have the faith to step out and pursue what God is calling you to pursue? You know? So if this video impacted you in any way, please, you know, like the video, subscribe, share with your friends, and help them out. You know, if it helped you out, help somebody else out. But when you comment, I want you to comment a situation that you went through and God proved himself to you. Your faith overcame your fear. In the comments, if you made it this far, I want you to type faith over fear. All right? Faith over fear. Let's start a conversation. I honestly love to hear from you. Let's start a conversation. Let's help each other out. But yeah, yo, that's it for the day. That's all I have for you. That's all I have for you. But thank you for watching. Much love, peace, prosperity unto you. Deuces.